Stewards of Influence, February 26th, from a devotional entitled God's Amazing Grace by Ellen G. White. Lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight the paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Follow peace with all men, and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord, looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God. Hebrews 12:12-15. These words should reach us to be very careful how we snap the thread of our faith by dwelling on the difficulties until they are large in our own eyes and in the eyes of others who cannot read our inner heart life. All should remember that the conversation has great influence for good or for ill. Do not allow the enemy so to use your tongue. Do not exert an influence that will break the hold of any trembling soul from God. The graces of Christ's Spirit must be cherished and revealed by the sons and daughters of God. By their humility, their penitence, their desire to be just like Jesus, to be conformed to his will by practicing his lessons in their daily life, they honor him. Ye are God's husbandry. As one takes pleasure in the cultivation of a garden, so God takes pleasure in his believing sons and daughters. A garden demands constant labor. The weeds must be removed. New plants must be set out. Branches that are making too rapid development must be pruned back. So the Lord works for his garden. So he tends his plants. He cannot take pleasure in any development that does not reveal the graces of the character of Christ. The blood of Christ has made men and women God's precious charge. Then how careful should we be not to manifest too much freedom in pulling up the plants that God has placed in his garden. Some plants are so feeble that they have hardly any life, and for these the Lord has special care. In all your transactions with your fellow men, never forget that you are dealing with God's property. Be kind, be pitiful, be courteous, respect God's purchased possession. Treat one another with tenderness and courtesy. Exert every God-given faculty to become examples to others. Let him who knows the heart and all its waywardness be able to deal with you in mercy, because you have shown mercy and compassion and love.